What if I told you that America, the most modern, material, and scientifically advanced society in history, is haunted? Not by ghosts, but by ideas. By the myths we sell, the stories we believe, and the invisible forces we obey without question. Every culture has its spirits. Ours? They wear suits, sign checks, and smile from billboards. America, the land of the bold, the brave, and the perpetually bewildered. A complicated, brash young empire, stamping its bootprint across the world stage. From a distance, its triumphs and failings almost resemble a circus, dazzlingly loud and occasionally tragic. Every few decades, the country rebrands itself, desperately trying to carve out a distinct legacy. The world's latest chapter of human ambition, wrapped in fireworks and fast food. Schools and museums recount a story like an instruction manual, neat, clinical, and oddly convenient. A hard, unwavering line divides the past from the present, as though history were a bad roommate they've politically evicted. Contrast this with Europe, where a medieval cathedral stands shoulder to shoulder with a McDonald's, or the smaller islands where the same crops, songs, and myths have powered the economy and the imagination for generations. Their history breathes beside them, while ours sits behind glass. As a result, American folklore often feels malnourished. Two of our most famous mythic figures are, if we're being honest, a tall ape and a man with a hammer, Bigfoot and Paul Bunyan. Where other cultures have dragons, gods, and tricksters, we have lumberjacks and oversized primates. Charming, yes, but not exactly transcendent. This absence of mythic complexity has a reason. America's stories are often boiled down to digestible slogans, moral fables for children, or marketable products. The tale of an apple aiding the discovery of gravity, or the cowboy, free and lawless, taming the frontier with charm and gunpowder. They're symbols, repackaged into consumable myths. Stripped of ambiguity, buffed to a shine. Part of that is an unfortunate side effect of how swiftly American creativity gets monetized. The moment a story stirs awe or fear, it's stamped, copyrighted, franchised, and sold. Ironically, this impulse to commodify wonder could be the most fascinating mythological engine of all. It's almost supernatural how effective the country is at transforming mystery into merchandise. And that brings us to today's spirit, a figure both ancient and ever relevant, the djinn. In the West, this being is rebranded as the genie, a wish granter, reality warper, and cosmic vending machine for human desire.
Real genie's unlimited wishes.
I wish I had large pizza, pepperoni.
The original Islamic jinn were complex, part divine, part human, neither angel nor demon. But the American genie, it's an entrepreneur, a broker of dreams, power if you can afford the right bottle. It's the perfect metaphor for a country founded on the pursuit of prosperity. Work hard, go to college, stay disciplined, and the genie of capitalism will reward you. The dream is seductive, every man a potential king, every woman a potential mogul. The rules are invisible, the rewards uneven, and the price rarely disclosed up front. Even through the lens of screenwriters and big studios, the undertones of the culture surrounding it still bleed through. In its native context, the djinn mirrors humanity, flawed, emotional, capable of both cruelty and compassion. It's not an all-powerful fairy, but it is a parallel to mankind, with different types all having their own motivations, beliefs, and goals, hovering between humanity and transcendence. In Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, and nearly every spiritual system, spirits often embody human vices. Greed, lust, wrath, all distilled into entities we can negotiate with. If you have any other items or spirits from religions that you believe reflect the human condition, please leave them down below. I'm just one person, and a concept like that is really hard to find, simply due to the fact that the way we gather historical records leaves a lot missing when it comes to context. So yeah, just drop them down below if you have any. That moral complexity, that coexistence of creation and corruption, reminds me of something far more mundane, yet equally intoxicating. Sugar. On paper, sugar is innocent, a quick energy boost, a sweet treat, yet it's addictive and destructive in excess. We extracted it, refined it, and made it our master. A once natural gift, like fruit, turned into a binding curse. Now imagine applying that same lens to American life at large. What other spirits have we conjured? They whisper through marketing slogans, corporate manifestos, and political speeches. And above them all looms the greatest djinn of our age: money. There's no entity more worshipped, feared, or misunderstood. In most nations, money is a tool, a means to an end. In America, it has become the end itself. We talk about it as if it were alive. Money flows, money talks, money works. It dictates our moods, our morals, our measure of success. The economy rises and falls like a living creature, indifferent to the mortals it feeds on. The teacher is not the one being broadcasted to millions of people and followed by celebrities. It is the athlete with a multi-million-dollar compound and $70 million per year contract. Our politicians have billion-dollar fortunes. Wealth without shape, a fortune without face. And yet, it moves people, sometimes to ruin. A modern spirit, forged not in fire, but in credit and compound interest. This cultural fixation creates strange distortions. People dedicate their lives not to art or discovery, but to the idea of wealth. Others gamble fortunes just to feel alive. Entire online empires exist solely to preach the gospel of getting rich. Maybe a course, maybe a dopamine spike, but always a promise. Even our most ancient spirits, like alcohol, feel quaint by comparison. Booze might ruin people, but money can ruin generations. You can repent for drunkenness, you can't sober up from greed. And yet we rarely confront this phenomenon with the seriousness it deserves. So if this video leaves you with one thing, let it be this. Be wary for what you worship. Desire is not evil, but it is magnetic. It pulls harder than logic and stronger than faith. Now, this can certainly be tricky, and I'll be the first to admit I've indulged myself in some pretty wild fantasies and lavish dreams. However, no matter your goals, always make sure to stay true to you. No matter what your djinn is, I hope you can recognize it for what it is. Stay curious, stay humble, and stay human. Because at the end of the journey, when the lights go out and the noise fades, the only person left in the mirror is you. And no genie or dollar bill can change that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.